Hi, thanks for joining me today for sketch number 8 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, round 6. So today I am bringing you a school layout. This is of my grandson as he starts his first day of preschool. This was a couple years ago. And it's just the sweet photos of him with his backpack that's bigger than he is and his best friend and some of his classmates. And I just wanted to remember this moment. So I am stretching this sketch to have 4 photos when it called for 2. So what I am doing is I'm overlapping my photos and I'm covering up a lot of like the steps that were in both of the top pictures. I don't need to see the steps, but I do want to see like the picture of my grandson with the huge book bag and his little brother as he's waving him goodbye on his first day of school. This layout was super quick, super easy, and I basically used all of my scraps for this one other than the background. So the background paper is from a pack I got at Hobby Lobby called Hall Pass years ago to do my kids' school pictures. And the sticker, I want to say, was either Michael's or Hobby Lobby as well. So, and it's that school in the upper left-hand corner. So basically what I'm doing is taking anything that looks school related, and again, most of this came from the Hall Pass pack. And so I found in my stash some very, very thin paper that looked like notebook paper, and it had kind of that beige antique look. And I used my Stampin' Up! Punch to hole punch the notebook fringes. And then I'm taking another layer that was from Hall Pass, and it for the old schoolers on the site, it was those, remember when you used to take a test and you had to take your number 2 pencil and fill in the dots for the computers? Well, I used part of that at the bottom, and even though this generation won't have any clue what those are, when I look at my book, that's what speaks to me of school. And then I'm taking the other half of that notebook paper, putting it above. A strip of the alphabet is going to be the border, and then I'm going to use the school. And that's going to be it other than some enamel dots. So I'm going to start with gluing everything down from the bottom and work my way up. And then the last thing I'll do is I'll tuck in that border strip with the letters. So as I go and glue everything down, I just want to remind you that in the description box below, you will find links to everyone who is participating in sketch number 8 today. And again, Christy will be doing every day. And make sure you check it out so that you can see how they interpret the sketches. You can do what I'm doing, which is to be literal and follow it very closely and not put a lot of thought, but get these layouts done quickly. Or you can go and you can take just one segment of it and then make it to whatever works for you. Rotate the sketch. Find what works. It's just a jumping off point for you. And by watching all the other videos, you'll see how those are interpreted. Now for this strip that I'm putting on, you'll see that I'm going to actually cover up the heads of some of the people in the background. I don't know who they are. It's not part really of the story. I'm more interested in my grandkids, and that's why I put this one on last, so that it would all fit in and look good. And I'm just trimming it down right now just to take a little bit more off of it. And there we go. And so you see I covered those people up part way. That's okay. They're not part of the story. Cover it up. And that is basically it for the layout, other than I'm going to take my little bits that I've got, and these are my enamel dots. And so I was able to go into my red bin, and I actually had that one that looks like it was maybe for 4th of July or something, and it had a blue star on it, so I grabbed that out of there even though it's in my red container. And then I found another red star and put that below, and then I'm going to put this red one up here, and then I'm going to switch over to the green, and I'm just trying to spread the kind of 3 clusters, but I'm trying to spread the colors through it. So by having that blue star, I brought the blue from the top down, and then here I found a green button that was just thrown in there, so I'm putting that button on. And then I'm going to find another green star that I'll put up here in the upper right. And then I find another wonky star I'll put on the upper left. And it didn't have all the little bits pushed out of the star, so I'm going to take a moment to clean it up a little, and that will go over here on the upper left hand corner. Here I'm just getting those little bits out of the insides. And there's that one. And then I'm still trying to, I didn't want to go and put in yellow because the yellow would have blended too much. So I went back to my reds and I just found some enamel dots, and I'm going to finish off these last two clusters to make them 3. And now I'm really happy with how that looks. That's it for the layout. Very simple, not much to it, and the journaling on the side will be what will be important because it's going to talk about his first day and his first experience in preschool. And now I can't believe he's already in kindergarten. Time flies so fast, and his little brother is now starting preschool. Here's some close-ups. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for sketch number 9.